Okay, so we're gonna let this dry and then we can come back to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the kit that I'm going to do the stencil and stuff, and we'll see how it looks. I'm going to, what I have on here now is kind of a grayish, okay, but I'm gonna go back to the black. And I'm going to put black all over. So I didn't rinse my brush out. I'm just going right from that grayish to right back to the black. Because I want my brush to be as dry as can be, and it doesn't really matter if it gets mixed when you're doing this technique, okay? And I don't know, that was maybe 20 minutes of drying with that, the first coat of glaze I put on there. Okay, so we have some big blotches of black. That's okay. I think I'll put some more bigger blotches of black over there. I'll just put them on there kind of sporadic. It just richens the wood. You know, it almost looks like it was a walnut or something at one time. Not that you ever would build a barn with walnut, but it just looks a little richer. Okay, now I'm going to go top that into the white a little bit. I'm going to tap it down so it is more of a dry brushing technique. Now, I could wipe off some of that black like I did before. Just to smooth in those blotches, you know. Okay, I'm going to go back to the white. Melissa, are you doing arrows? You're doing arrows? Are you doing the barn technique on the arrows?
No, these are customers' order.
Okay.
No, but I am going to do that technique on, I don't know, something. I just have to get these projects done.
Okay, so I have one that's really white on there, and I kind of like that. So this is looking way different than the other one, and I have not used any different colors. The same exact colors. So this, the grain on the pine on this one might be a closer, you know, they might be close, more tighter pour on the wood. I might be putting it on a little different.
So if you didn't want it as white as it is, you just wipe it off with a baby wipe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So say you didn't want it white at all. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Say I'm gonna try to make this piece right here not white at all. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to more of a maybe a brownish look, and I'm just going to make it look weathered. Okay. I am just going to wipe that off with the baby wipe.
Okay.
Get down to some of the bare wood again, and I can really get down to that brown again. Okay.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
now I have black and white and grayish mixture on there, and I'm not going to get it all off. And so when that, you know, like it's down in the grain, some of it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
then it will really look like a natural older wood. Okay. Now I can go back and mix a little bit of black and white into more of a gray. Turn this again. And I can put more gray on there instead of that white.
Right.
And then I can just take a cloth and I can rub that down again. I can sand it. And like I said, when you're doing artwork or craft work and you really don't have a pattern, it didn't tell you how much paint to use or whatever, it's never wrong because
Right.
there was no directions. It's just how you make it. And you might want it to look more white in one area or more bare in one area. Okay, so you can make it look like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who's talking to me, hon? Heidi?
It's Heidi. Uh-huh.
Okay. So, oh, I had some run down the side here. Okay, so
You can even alternate those little sections.
yeah, you know, you can do that too.
Yeah.
See if we can't take some of this brown off. Now, see that right there?
Yeah.
I would leave that because that looks like barn wood. Our barn out there on our farm is white, and it's never been painted. It's been power washed a few times even. And it was red, I'm sure 50, 60 years before they painted it white all the time. So it's just a really cool look.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to get a new wipe because that's pretty saturated. Oh, I was going to tell you, when your handle looks like this, when you wash this up, that all comes off. Don't worry about it. If you forget to wash it off, sand it down. Okay, so I'm going to try to go every other one here, but I'm only going to do kind of like the half of this one.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to make it look a little bit more oh, that's really cool. I got some black in there somehow. So we're going to add the black in there. I mean, that was cool how that looked. So this is just basically, this to me is very, very relaxing and just blending and blending and blending and blending. So there we have some black dirt right here. And that's the way some of our barn looks. And then I'm going to kind of take it off on this section up here. And then I'm going to try to sand that down a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to put white back on part of that. Some like brighter white. And we are our own worst critic. So if you don't like it, get up and walk away, go do something, come back to it, and I bet you'll like it a lot better when you come back. Sometimes when I'm making a quilt, an art quilt, I have to do that because I'm like, I can't stand this. I can just see the same thing over and over and over. I can't see anything else. So, okay, so now we have this look.
That's so cool.
Okay, now, if it was up to me, I would add a little bit white back up on this top one.
Mm-hmm.
And just blend that in. Now, that's really cool. Now, I don't know about you, but I kind of like that look. I could keep going. I could go back and put more on there. I could go back and I could put crackle on there. It's up to you. You know, it's your piece. And if you always know if you're not finished with it, because if you don't love it, you're not finished. Melissa
Right.
does that all the time. She'll go, Connie, I like it, but I don't love it yet. What's it need? And we'll give each other, you know, some feedback. And I'm like, well, how about this? Or, oh, I never thought about that. Why didn't I do that? You know? Now, I just took a lot of the paint out of these areas, but I would, it's kind of fun to put the dark and the black back down in those crevices.
Yeah.
Like this, okay? And then in some spots, put the white in those crevices. Now, I just an old paintbrush that I have sitting around. That's all I'm doing. Okay, now, is this looking too artsy or is it looking like barnwood?
It looks like barnwood.
Thanks. What do you think, Melissa? Too rustic for you?
No, I love. Oh my God, no! I love that.
You think it's cool?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, now see, all I did, you guys, was use glaze. If you don't have glaze, water your paint down. And I just used brown, black, and white, and then the white and the black kind of make the grayish look. Now, if I had the brown as more of the base, I would pop it with white. A lot of times I end with brown. So this is what we're looking at, guys, right here, okay?
That's pretty.
Okay, so we're gonna let that dry, and then I'm gonna put the stencil on. And the stencil has to really pop on these, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on here, okay? And it's gonna just like meld in, just like kind of get lost if I don't have it high contrast. So I might have it white, black, red, something really contrasting. But we're gonna let that dry. I'm gonna go back to this one, and we're gonna wipe off some, and we're gonna sand some. Okay, so this really looks gray to begin with, and we're gonna just keep going till we make it look like it's really weathered wood.